alcohol poisoning cases may be reported. Okay, very rare. Alcohol only, not ethanol. What other alcohol you know of? What other alcohol you know? What other alcohol? You don't know. Other than ethanol. Ethanol. Then propanol. Huh? Glycol. Okay. Which glycol? Polyethanol. Polyethanol. Then propyl Other than any other alcohol? बंद करो. What other alcohol? Loudly. Butanol. So the glycerol is also alcohol. Okay, that is trihydroxyglycerol. Then some are dihydroxy, some are monohydroxy. So we'll tell you subsequently which are monohydroxy alcohols, which are dihydroxy. So this is interesting topic you should know of, because day-to-day life it is involved. Alcohol intoxication, mostly ethanol intoxication or under the influence of alcohol. So ethanol is a common. Then some tragedy happens. Recently in Bihar, what happened? One tragedy happened, na? Yes or no? What can I mean? 70 people died in Bihar due to some country liquor. Okay, huge. That is called a huge tragedy, which contain ethanol plus some other methanol, other parts, adulterants are there. Understand? Due to that person died, 70 people died. Okay, because it is not properly filtered or properly made, because it is a country liquor. Understand? So such type of tragedy may happen. Understand? So I will be teaching today this topic. So inebriant. So basically ethanol comes, then what? Inebriant also comes. So what is inebriant? That we should know, because usually we'll call alcohol or ethanol as a inebriant. Whenever I am telling as alcohol, it means ethanol. Okay, as a broadly consider ethanol when I am talking about alcohol. Okay. So whenever alcohol is there, so inebriant word comes. That is any substance which intoxicate. Okay, which intoxicate the person, which induces mental confusion. Okay, confusion regarding some acts, what he's doing, what surrounding he had. Regarding that, he had a confusion. Regarding his memory, there is some confusion. Okay, induces some mental confusion, lightheadedness. Okay, he feels his head is light. Understand? He doesn't feel his head is there or not. Understand? Lightheadedness, disorientation. Okay, so he is not oriented to time, place and person. Understand? So where is he now, what is doing, or who is he, or who is talking, he is not aware. So that disorientation may come, and drowsiness. Okay, sleepiness will come. So that is characterized features of inebriation. That's why alcohol causes inebriant body, called as inebriant. It's called as inebriant poison. Okay. So what are other inebriants other than alcohol? Barbiturate, chloral hydrate, benzodiazepine, some hydrocarbons like some petrochemicals, formaldehyde, paraldehyde, anesthetic drugs, and some pesticides are causing an inebriation. That's why they are come under the category of inebriant poisons. Understood? But basically we classify alcohol as a CNS depressant. We classify alcohol as a CNS depressant because it is causing a depression of the brain primarily. Okay. So basically initial stage causes stimulation followed by inhibitions. Understand? Or depression. So alcohols are hydroxy derivative of aliphatic hydrocarbons. Okay. So I'll give the example. What is? Hey, don't talk, रे. क्या उसके बात कर रहे हैं? Any problems there? You ask me, or afterwards you ask. Okay? Don't ask in class. What is CH3OH? What is CH3OH? Huh? Methanol. Or it is also called as methyl alcohol. Barabar hai? What is C2H5OH? Ethanol or ethyl alcohol. Okay. What is C3H7OH? Propanol. Okay. So this is a monohydroxy compound. So these are aliphatic compounds, hydrocarbons. Understand? So most important from alcohol is, from clinical and forensic point of view, is the ethanol. So we'll be dealing mostly ethanol, and some parts we'll be dealing with the methanol and ethylene glycol also. So this is what? Hydroxycarbons. Okay. So C is attached, single, this is single covalent bond. Okay, this is also single covalent with a hydroxy group. CH3OH is a methanol. Okay. And suppose it is C2H5OH is a, that is ethanol. Then there are some dihydroxy compounds also, dihydroxy alcohol also. So that is ethylene glycol. Someone has given example. That is a ethylene glycol. Or suppose if 3 carbons are there, then it will become a propyl glycol. Propylene glycol. Okay. So that where 2 OH groups are there. Here one, attached to the C. Different C. Here only single C is there, one hydroxy group is there. Then trihydroxy alcohol, that is glycerol and glycerin. So this compound also you are knowing, glycerol. Yes or no? Where are you using glycerol? Where are you using? Soaps, very good. Glycerin soaps are there. In eyes you are using tear as a tear inducing agent, while acting another thing. Understand? So that glycerin is used. Cosmetics. Okay. So ethanol, come to the ethanol. Synonym is also called as ethyl glycol or grain alcohol. It is a transparent, colorless, volatile liquid, characteristically spirituous odor. It has a spirit odor, okay, fruity odor, and burning taste. And it has some. What is the taste of ethyl alcohol? Whiskey ka taste? Arey don't laugh. Tell. तो बता रहे इतना whiskey taste? हाँ ऐसा? Don't take notes. कैसा? Beer चल tell beer So it is slightly bitter taste. Okay, mostly whiskey, rums are like a bitter taste. It is classified as CNS depressant. Okay. Contains no vitamin, minerals, requires no digestions. Okay. It remains in the system till it metabolized. Okay. It remains in the body system till it metabolized. What are the sources of production of this ethyl alcohol? What are the sources? So mostly fermentation of some sugars, some cellulose or starch. Okay. So cereals, whatever bajra, barley, whatever grains are there, cereals are there, they are malted first and converted into some starch or called as maltose. That it is converted to first starch that is maltose. Then malt is produced by moistening barley, allowing it to sprout, then dried, and then water is added to this malt called as mash. Okay. So beer is brewed from the filtering of the mash after treating with the yeast. Okay, yeast is added there and it is filtered. So that is a beer. And when it is distilled, same this malt or mash plus yeast. Okay, when it is distilled you know the distillation process. It is heated, then whatever vapors are there, it is condensed, cooled up, and water is coming. That is called as a distilled. Understand? So distillation is done. That is whiskey. Okay, and without distillation or only filter or fermentation is used, then it is a beer. Okay, so that is a slight difference between some beer and whiskey. Sometimes enzymatic hydrolysis is also used for getting a production of ethanol. Now come to the various alcohols. Okay, I told you when I am telling alcohol means mostly ethanol. Okay, but there are various terms like absolute alcohol. So what is absolute alcohol? 99.5% of ethyl alcohol by volume. If it is there, okay, rest of the things, water or whatever, other amount is there, then it is called an absolute alcohol. What is rectified spirit? When it is 90% of volume, alcohol by volume. Understand? 90% is a alcohol by volume, then it is called as rectified spirit. Surgical spirit, when some other agent is also added. Okay. Industrial methylated spirit with methyl salicylate or mineral naphtha or ethyl phthalate is added, then it is called as surgical spirit. Mineralized methylated spirit, mixture of 90% ethyl alcohol and 9.5% of methyl alcohol, and some other adulterants are there like crude pyridine or methyl violet, whatever. Okay. So there the rest of the compounds are this 0.5. Okay. So these are various terms. So you should know what is absolute alcohol, what is rectified spirit, okay, what are industrial spirit and surgical spirit. Okay. What is the proof of spirit? Okay. Have you seen the bottles? Whiskey bottle, rum bottle, have you seen? No. देखा कि नहीं? देखा. क्या? I'm just asking in general. I'm not telling कि. See. What exactly will be there? Some label will be there. Correct? Label will be there. Okay, like McDonald's, whatever. Kingfisher, whatever. Some label will be there. And in that, this proof will be also written. Proof. If you see the bottle, you will see that proof is also written. Okay. So what is the proof? Whatever percentage of alcohol is there, you multiply by 2. Suppose in whiskey 40% of alcohol is there. Multiply by 2 means 80. So 80% proof. That bottle has a 80% of proof. Percentage proof. We call it 80 proof. 80 proof. Suppose there is 100% ethanol is there in that bottle, which is not possible. 100% ethanol is there, so proof will be 200. You have to multiply by 2. Understand? Proof is nothing but that percentage of ethyl alcohol into 2 multiply by 2 is equal to a proof. Okay. So what is the importance of proof? I will tell you. Actually, proof is calculated in Britain and Canada, a mixture of alcohol and water or alcoholic beverage that contain 49.28% of alcohol by weight, okay, and 57.1% by volume at 51 degrees. That is called as a proof, definition of proof. That is very complicated, okay. So that no need of mugging up, just what I told you, how to calculate, that is involved. Understand? But they are told that suppose 49.28% of alcohol by volume, okay, and 57% of volume at 51 degree. Okay. This they are telling weight also 49%, and suppose you take volume, then it should be a 57.1% at 51 degree. Then it called as a proof. Okay, that is the definition of proof they are given. Similar standards when 50% alcohol by volume at 60 degree Fahrenheit in US. So that is another definition of proof in the US. Okay. So no need of reading this, just understand what is the proof. It is a twice of the percentage of alcohol content of the drink that I told you. Greater the proof, okay, suppose more the proof of the that alcohol beverages, faster the entry into the blood. Okay, suppose proof is more than 100, it can inhibit the entry until the concentration is reduced. Okay, means more proof is also bad. Okay, less proof is also bad. Okay, so 100 proof is a average thing. Understand? 80 to 100 where absorption of that alcohol will be manageable. Understand? Because more proof, again it will inhibit its absorption. If less proof, again it will inhibit, or some complication will be there. Okay, so considering proof, it is proof of alcohol should be around 20 to 100. Okay. So that's why you see all whiskey, beer, gum, vodka. What is the maximum limit? What is the maximum limit of percentage of alcohol? कितना रहता है? Maximum 45. Yes or no? Maximum 45. Correct? I will tell you next. What are the uses? What are the uses of ethanol? All of you knowing, all are using the alcohol day to day life. Yes or no? Using or no? क्या use करता है? Hey, don't laugh. I'm just asking. What are you using? Perfumes, very good. Soaps also. Glycerol and hand wash. Or what is called? Sanitizer. What others? Perfume वगैरह. What others? Some medicines, some cough syrup, something. Some antihistaminics, decongestants, preservative for viscera. Okay, we are using it rectified spirit for preservation of viscera in case of acid poisons. Okay, acid poisons is there. So we are keeping the viscera in rectified spirit. Okay. Surgical spirit, ethanol, 99 methanol. Okay. Alcoholic beverages. Then trigeminal neuralgia. Okay. Injection of ethanol is given in trigeminal neuralgia. Just read. Then antidote for methanol poisoning. So that is the use of ethanol. Methanol poisoning, what is the antidote? Ethanol. Correct. What is the antidote for ethanol? Either ethanol. What is the antidote for ethanol? Methanol का antidote क्या है? Ethanol. Because methanol आ रहा है, क्या बोलते हैं? Competitive antagonist. That's why I got ethanol. Okay. So what are the congeners? Okay. There are two types. One is the congeners, one other term is adulterants. Okay. So congeners are made during the process itself. When you are processing or making the ethyl alcohol, understand? That time some congeners will be developed on its own. So that could be a propyl alcohol, aldehyde, ketones, and some organic acids will be developed during the process of making the alcohol itself. Understand? That are called as congeners. Adulterants are that which are added afterwards. That are called as adulterants. What are the adulterants? I will teach you subsequently. In India, adulterants like chloral hydrate can be added, that is called as knockout drops, or methanol can be added as an adulterant. Understand? So methanol is not developed when you are preparing ethanol itself. Understand? It may be added afterwards. Distilled spirit is extracted by evaporation and condensation, that I will told. So what are the distilled spirit? Brandy, whiskey, gin, rum and arak are the distilled spirit. And what are fermented spirit? What are fermented spirit? What are fermented spirit? Beer. Fermented spirit, only filtered, that is a beer. Okay. So what are the concentration of various alcoholic beverages? Vodka. So maximum beverages which has a 60 to 65% is a vodka. Okay. Beyond that, very dangerous. Understand? So beyond that, we can't prepare such type of beverages. So maximum limit is 60 to 65. Okay. But even in India, vodka may come 40-45% also. Okay. Consider this concentration may come as 45% or 40% also. Okay. Rum 50 to 60, less also possible. Whiskey, gin, brandy 40 to 45%. Then sherry port 20%, beer 10%. Sorry, champagne and wine 10%, beer 4 to 8%. Okay. So beer is very less. Some beer has some 10% also. Okay. So depending on the brands and other thing, variation will be there. I am telling in general the percentage. So maximum is a vodka, 60 to 65%. So what is the proof of this vodka then? What is the proof of this vodka? 120. Okay. So if you consider 60% volume percentage, then you have to multiply by 2, that is 120. Okay. So here you see proof is also written here. See 80 proof written. Can you see front benches? 80 proof. Below imported. What is written? Below imported what is written? This first bottle. 80 proof. Front benches can see. Okay. When you want to see, you can go and Google it. Some whiskey bottle or some bottle, you just see the label of the whiskey bottle. Proof will be written. Okay. This is rum. Okay. So here also proof will be written. What is this? Whiskey, gin, brandy, sherry, port, whatever.
Yeah.
Wine, beer. Now come to the concentrations of country liquors. Okay. Concentration of country liquors. What are their names? क्या है नाम? What are various country liquor name? इधर इधर. See. Toddy, very good. क्या है और? इधर इधर. हाँ? कौन सा? ठीक है, ताड़ी और टोडी, ठीक है. Then Mahua, Khopdi. This is in Maharashtra. The terms are used in Maharashtra. Concentration is 40 to 50% in Mahua or Khopdi. Okay. Bangla, it is country liquor prepared in the Bangla or West Bengal. Okay, that is 40 to 50%. Gudamba. Okay. Mostly prepared in Andhra Pradesh. Hey, don't talk, don't talk. If I'll ask, then you answer. उसको उठा रहे. Excuse me. What are the country liquors you know of? Arachne, RDV. Next. Look here, look here. Huh? You are from which state? Pondicherry. What are country liquors available? Cashew penny, it is in Goa. From cashew it is prepared. Okay. Tequila in Mexico, Sake in Japan, and Eau de Vie in France. Okay. These are various country liquors in various part of India as well as other countries. Arak. Okay. So what is arak? It is a liquor distilled from the palm, sugar or rice or jaggery. Okay. Or sugar cane. And in that some dhatura or adulterants are added. Dhatura, potassium bromide or chlorohydrate is added. That are the adulterants which are added in that. That is called as arak to increase its potency. That is arak. Fatal dose in fatal dose of ethyl alcohol. Okay. 150 to 250 ml of absolute alcohol. Okay. Absolute alcohol. What is absolute alcohol concentration? 99%. Okay, 99.5. Barabar? So that amount of alcohol is given, person may die. Okay. In children, 60 ml of absolute alcohol. So this is, we are telling about the absolute alcohol. Regarding absolute alcohol. Suppose person is ingesting or taking whiskey or some other form of beverages. Okay. So when person can die? Person can die after 400 milligram percentage of blood alcohol concentration. When the blood alcohol concentration reaches beyond 400 milligram, person may die. Whatever type of beverage is taken, irrespective. Suppose his blood concentration goes beyond 400 milligram. Okay. Some literature is 400, some literature say 500 milligram. Okay. So blood alcohol concentration depend on the blood alcohol concentration. Fatal dose is measured. Okay. Yes or no? No? Mode of action. What is the mechanism of ethyl alcohol? What is mode of action? Which receptor it acts? Either. After seeing this also you cannot tell. Full form? Okay. So GABA receptor, GABA A receptor, okay, associated the chloride channels, and another is NMDA receptors. Okay. So two receptors it acts in the brain, GABA as well as NMDA receptor. That is N-methyl D-aspartate ligand-gated glutamate receptors. It neurotoxicity by increasing the permeability to calcium. Okay. And GABA by increasing the permeability to the chloride ions. Okay. So by these two methods, there will be toxicity of alcohol. So ethanol is a basically CNS depressant, but initial stage of when person is consuming in early stage, it is initially suppression of inhibiting neurons causing paradoxical CNS stimulation. Okay, there is some inhibition to the neurons causing a paradoxical stimulation. Okay, he is in excited stage or euphoria, whatever. Understand? So initially he is a euphoric stage, but his mood is good. Understand? That so ethanol depresses primarily reticular activating system. What is reticular activating system used for? What is the function? किसके काम आता है reticular activity system? Physiology. Sleep. Okay. Sleep. So acts on reticular activity system. So that's why it causes serious depression, means sleepiness, drowsiness. Where it acts on frontal lobe in low concentration, sensitive low concentration, resulting in mood changes. Okay. So he become suddenly euphoric, understand, or sometimes confusing. So that concentration in the frontal lobe will result in the changes in the mood. Then suppose occipital lobe is involved, then it results in the visual disturbances. Okay, there is some hallucination or visual acuity will be decreased. He is not able to drive or whatever. Okay, so that is occipital lobe. Because which center is there in occipital lobe? Huh? Visual sensations are there in the occipital lobe. Okay, centers are there. Then cerebellum. Next stage is a cerebellum. Euphoric stage, confusion stage. I will tell you what are the 7 stages are there. So one by one, it will affect the cerebellum also. So cerebellum is meant for coordination and balance. Okay, coordination and balance. Absorption. Okay. So ethyl alcohol doesn't require any prior absorption or digestion. Understand? It doesn't break in some other smaller molecule or whatever. It directly absorbs as such, as ethanol in the body. Okay. In some compound, it may divide into smaller molecules or smaller compounds. Then it gets absorbed. For ethyl alcohol, it is not like that. It will be absorbed directly. Okay. So there is no need of any digestion. By simple diffusion, 20% from the stomach, 80% from the small intestine will be absorbed. Okay, so maximum amount of ethyl alcohol is absorbed from intestine. Okay, so whose stomach emptying time is more? Whose stomach emptying time is more? What will see in that person? Uska stomach emptying time more hai. Yes. So what will happen in that case? Absorption will be less because stomach is not emptying now early, delaying after 2 hours, 3 hours. So because maximum absorption is take place in the intestine. So that water factors are there. I will teach you one by one. What factors inhibit the absorption, what factors increases the absorption. Why carbonated drinks are used? Carbonated drinks are taken during alcohol. Whiskey, rum. Why they are adding Coca-Cola, Pepsi? You observed, na? You observed. You don't. You are observing. At least in movies or something. Yes or no? They are adding soda. They are adding Coca-Cola or Pepsi, whatever. Okay, why? Decrease or increase absorption. Subsequently. Alcohol can be detected within 2 to 3 minutes of swallowing. Okay, so fast it is absorbed. Within 2 to 3 minutes, you can detect the blood alcohol concentration. Maximum concentration in blood is reached within 45 to 90 minutes. Okay, suppose he has taken 1 or 2 drinks. So what is 1 drink or 2 drink? I will tell you. So do you know what is 1 drink? 1 drink, 1 unit of alcohol. Don't know. Anybody don't know regarding 1 drink, 2 drinks, 1 unit, 2 minutes? नहीं पता? हाँ? ठीक है. I don't know. ठीक है. So I will tell you. Factor which accelerates the absorption. So what are the factors which increases the absorption? Okay. So concentration of the alcohol, okay, is 20 to 30%. Then it can be accelerated. Absorption can be accelerated. Suppose they are taken whiskey. Is percentage is 45% or 50%. Okay, 50%. How much they are taking? How much? While taking drink, how much they are taking? this much amount. You see the glass? This is like 1/3 or 1/4 of the glass. Yes or no? And other amount is water or soda, whatever. Understand? So that makes a concept because they are decreasing the concentration of alcohol. It is diluting. You can adding some water or soda. What will happen? It will dilute the alcohol concentration. So it will come around 20 to 30%. Mixture, carbonated water. Okay. Because some people are taking 1 peg or 2 peg or 1 drink or 2 drink. They may add a carbonated water to increase the absorption. It increases the surface. Okay. Carbonated increases surface of the absorption. So carbonated water increases the absorption. Okay. It's like, what is the example I have given you? Carbonated water का example. Carbonated water का example. Soda, Pepsi, Cola, Sprite. Very good. Absence of food in the stomach. There is no food in the stomach. Again, absorption will be increases. Rate of emptying of the stomach. Just I given this example. Okay. Whose rate of emptying of the stomach is very less. Within half an hour or 1 hour, stomach is empty. So maximum amount of that alcohol will go to the intestine, and in intestine it will be absorbed. Because maximum amount 80% of alcohol is absorbed through the intestine. Okay. So rate of emptying is less. So absorption will be more. Large is the surface area of the stomach. Large stomach, who has a big stomach. Use of parasympathetic drug like prostacyclin. So factor which delay the absorption. Okay. Concentration below 10% or concentration below above 40%. If it is more or if it is very less, okay, less than 10. So it will decrease the absorption of these beverages or alcohol beverages. Ice. Okay. Some are putting ice also. Okay. So there are various categories of people who want alcohol to be absorbed slowly. People who want alcohol to be absorbed fast. Okay. So depending on their category, they will use ice or they will use a soda. Okay. Don't laugh. This is like this chapter is like to know you about alcohol, all the aspects of alcohol. You might be knowing, but exact reason you don't know. Exact reason पता है क्या? पता नहीं था ना. ये चीज तो पता है. आइस डालते हैं, कोला डालते हैं, ये डालते हैं, वो डालते हैं. But reason you don't know. Okay? Fatty food. Sometimes people use the fried items, bhaji or bhujia, sev, peanuts. Okay, so it will decrease the absorption. Milk, cheese. Okay, delayed gastric emptying time. That already explained you. And sympathetic drugs. Distribution throughout the bodies. Okay, of the means compared to the blood and the other fluids or other compartment or other organs. Where is the concentration might be less as compared to the blood, or sometimes it may be more as compared to the blood. Okay. More concentration you can see compared to the blood in urine. Maximum will be urine. Suppose 1 milligram% of alcohol is in blood. So concentration of urine alcohol concentration will be 1.3 milligram%. Understand? So urine has a more concentration than the alcohol because it is a main organ where alcohol is excreted. Serum 1.8, vitreous 1.2, saliva 1.112, CSF 1.1. Okay. And these are rest of the organs where concentration of alcohol is less than the blood concentration. So which are these organs? Liver, blood clot, brain and breath. So breath has a list. Okay. So this formula we are using for the analysis of blood concentration from the breath, that is called breath analyzer. We are using the breath analyzer, and this formula we are using for calculating the concentration. Okay. So that is 1 as to 0.0021%. Okay. So very less amount of alcohol is there in the breath. So alcohol is metabolized by 3 enzymatic systems. First is alcohol dehydrogenase system. Alcohol dehydrogenase system, that is major pathway. Then macrosomal ethanol oxidizing system, that is MEOS, and peroxidase catalase system, that is the third system. Okay. So what are pathways there? Alcohol is reduced to acetaldehyde. Okay. So after acetaldehyde, it is aldehyde dehydrogenase, which convert it to the acetic acid or acetyl CoA. So which is used in the Krebs cycle for making some ATPs. So some part is that energy is made from this pathway. Alcohol has a zero order kinetics. So what is zero order kinetics? क्या है zero order kinetics? No one is looking at me. Looking at me. किसी को देख लिया तो I will ask the question. किसी को get up. What is zero order kinetics? Concentration. Okay. So zero order kinetics means at fixed amount of excretion is going on, metabolism and excretion is going on, irrespective of the concentration of that compound. Okay. Once saturation point also reaches, beyond saturation point it is going on. Okay, that alcohol concentration is beyond saturation point. Okay, but till alcohol is excreted at the particular concentration or particular value only. Understand? So its excretion is not dependent on the volume consumed. Understand? But first order kinetics is what? It depends on the volume of compound or what is absorbed in the body. Depends on that. That is first order kinetics. Suppose that that person has taken more volume of that compound, so excretion will also increase. Understand? So their saturation will not be achieved in first order kinetic, but in zero order kinetic, saturation will be achieved earlier when person is taking that alcohol concentration in more amount. Understand? So this is called as zero order kinetic. Rate of metabolism is 9 to 15 ml per hour. Lowering of blood alcohol is by 12 to 15 ml per hour. 5 to 10% is deposited in the tissue as a lipids. It may convert into the lipids. Okay, because extra energy is converted to some lipids. As you know, carbohydrate, proteins are converted to lipids also. So 10% is excreted in the urine, lungs and sweat. Okay. Excretion. It is excreted through all the routes: urine, breath, sweat, okay, saliva. So mainly through the kidney and lungs. Negligible amount is excreted through the sweat, saliva, milk, tear. Okay. Alcohol percentage of blood falls at the rate of 10 to 20% milligram per hour when rate of drinking exceed. This gives the signs of intoxication because it reaches saturation level. Beyond saturation level is achieved, excretion will be remain on the same rate, 10 to 15 ml per hour. Okay. It will not increase. Understand? So it will cause the signs of intoxication when saturation level is achieved in that particular person. Understand? It doesn't mean that suppose one person is taking 2 drinks or 3 drinks. Understand? In that saturation may be achieved earlier also. But person who is chronically taking alcohol for over the period of time, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, his saturation level will be more. He is tolerant to the alcohol. So So saturation level will not be achieved. Okay. So intoxication features may not appear in that person. Understand? So I will give the example. Two persons are there. Okay. Two persons are there. Okay. Two persons are there. Both have given 2 quarters. Okay. Two persons are there and both have given 2 quarters. Quarters, you know, na? Chinna water. 2 quarters are given to the each person. Okay. One person is novice, another person is chronically abused to the alcohol. Understand? So in which person intoxicating features will appear early? In which person intoxicating features will appear early? One is new person, another is a chronically abused. Okay? In which person intoxication features will appear early? Both as consuming same amount of alcohol. New person. He's telling new person. What about you? किसमें आएगा? New. Old and new person. New. Okay, because old person means who is consuming for long time, not old person. Age will be same. Okay, but who is consuming long time has a more tolerance towards the alcohol. So saturation point for him will be more. Okay, a new person saturation point will be less. So he will get the intoxication feature early. Understand? Same thing happen in the when compared to the male against the female. Okay, male and female, because there is a fat distribution is different in the male and female also. Okay, so in female saturation point will be less, so they will intoxicate earlier than the male counterpart when they are consuming same amount of alcohol. Okay, same amount of alcohol they are consuming. So intoxicating features will be earlier in the female. Understand? What are the factors which affect the blood alcohol concentration? What are the factors? I just discussed these factors. So can you recollect that without going through the slide? What are the factors which affect the blood alcohol concentration? Amount of alcohol. Very good. This concentration ingested. Suppose one bottle will give us different amount of blood alcohol concentration. 2 bottles will give different blood alcohol. Very good. Then speed of consumption. Very good. Next. Okay. Carbonated oil, कुछ ice. Okay. Next. Okay. Food consumption. Very good. This depend on the consumption. That can be alcohol consumption or along with the some other carbonated ice, water or cheesy material or fatty material what they are eating. Okay, great. Then next is a proof of beverage. Okay, so already I this explain you proof. Okay, around 80 to 100 proof will be ideal situation where absorption will be at its maximum. It will be good. Okay. Speed of consumption, already this is explained. So was taking in less time, so blood alcohol concentration will be more. Sex of the individual, that also I explain you, because distribution of fat in the male and female is different. So in female, intoxication will happen more early than the male counterpart. Tolerance, so this also I explain you, giving the example. New person and the chronically abused person. Okay, given the same amount of alcohol. Understand? So that is a defined under tolerance. Okay. Tolerance of what is tolerance? Amount of alcohol he can consume and his saturation point is more. Okay, so that is a tolerance level or what is called point, some point. Okay, it will be more for the individual who is abused. Altitude, greater the altitude, faster the absorption will be. Drugs and others. Okay, additive effect, benzodiazepine is taken, then it gives an additive effect, synergistic effect, like barbiturates will give a synergistic effect. Decrease effectiveness, like antibiotics. Some antibiotics are there which decreases the effect of alcohol. This slide you read from this left side, central nervous system, then general body. Long-term effect. Read.
The long-term health effects of alcohol, central nervous system, brain and spinal cord, impaired senses, vision, hearing, dulled smell and taste, decreased pain perception, altered sense of time and space, impaired motor skills and slow reaction, impaired judgment, confusion, hallucinations, fits, blackouts, tingling and loss of sensation in hands and feet, early onset dementia, alcohol-related brain damage, Wernicke syndrome and psychosis, delirium, mood and personality changes, feeling anxious and or worried. General body, weight gain, headaches, muscle weakness, gastrointestinal system, stomach lining inflamed and irritated, ulcers of the stomach or duodenum, inflammation or varicose veins of the esophagus, loss of appetite, nausea, diarrhea or and vomiting, cancer, pancreas, painful and inflamed and bleeding.
So it causes, it causes in liver, it causes fatty liver. After fatty liver, it causes acute alcoholic hepatitis. After acute alcoholic hepatitis, what it causes? Next stage क्या होता है? Cirrhosis. Okay. Fatty liver, alcoholic hepatitis, then cirrhosis. Pancreas, it causes acute pancreatitis also. Okay. Acute hemorrhagic pancreatitis in chronic alcoholics. Even it may cause ulcerations. Okay. Then brain effects, all of you know, Wernicke psychosis, another thing. Okay. So that you can read in your books also, medicine books. Circulatory
system, high blood pressure, irregular heart rate, damage to the heart muscles, increased risk for heart attack and stroke. Liver, swollen and painful, inflamed, cirrhosis, cancer, fluid buildup, edema, increased risk for hemorrhage, liver failure, coma and death. Pregnancy and babies, fetal alcohol syndrome, fetal alcohol effect, small head, possible brain damage, retarded growth and development, intestine, irritation of the lining, inflammation and ulcers, cancer of intestines and colon, reproductive systems, male and female, reduced fertility, impaired sexual performance, impotence, decreased sperm count and movement, increased risk of breast cancers in female, early onset of menopause, irregular menstrual cycle.
These are a lot of things are given. We will not go into details because this is general topic. So this you can deal in the PSN also, you can deal in the medicine also. So already I told you fatty liver fibrosis and cirrhosis. So first it goes to the fatty liver, then it goes to acute alcoholic hepatitis or fibrosis, then cirrhosis. Okay. These are chronic effect. So we'll stop here. Yes or no? So next time you read regarding alcohol, I'll ask the questions. Read for alcohol, okay? Properly. Yes or no? I will ask what is the proof, what is the various brands. Okay, so here I see one drink is equal to 45 ml of distilled spirit, 150 ml of wine, 350 ml of beer. Okay, that is called as one drink. So this slide I will teach you in the subsequent lecture. So what is a moderate drinking? Okay, so moderate drinking, mild to moderate drinking is helpful for the health. Understand? So what is that? I will tell you in the subsequent lecture.